quiet of the night, when the cold winds blow, there's a truth in the dark where the secrets go. Every whisper, every crime, unraveled one clue at a time. What's hiding in the past? What's lurking down below? Only the shadows know.
Have you ever heard a story so strange, so chilling, that it sticks with you long after you've heard it? Well, get ready, because today we're re-diving into one of the most baffling and enduring mysteries of the 20th century, the Dyatlov Pass incident. Picture this, it's February 1959. In the heart of the Ural Mountains in the Soviet Union, a group of 9 experienced hikers, mostly students from the Ural Polytechnic Institute, set out on a challenging winter expedition. Their leader, Igor Dyatlov, was a seasoned pro, and the entire team was skilled and well-equipped for the harsh conditions. Their goal was to reach Ural Mountain, a name that in the local Mansi language means "don't go there," a little foreshadowing, perhaps. They were supposed to send a telegram when they finished their route around February 12, but the days ticked by, and there was no word. Silence. Their families grew worried, and soon, a search and rescue operation was launched. What the search party found would spark decades of speculation and debate, creating a mystery that remains unsolved to this day. On February 26th, the searchers discovered the group's abandoned tent on the slopes of Kholat Syakhl, which translates to Dead Mountain. The scene was bizarre. The tent had been sliced open from the inside, as if the hikers were desperately trying to escape. All their belongings, warm clothes, shoes, supplies, were left behind. It was clear they had fled in a hurry into the unforgiving, sub-zero wilderness. Outside the tent, a trail of footprints led down the snowy slope towards a dense forest. Some of the footprints were from bare feet, others just socks, and some from a single boot. Why would 9 experienced hikers abandon their shelter and supplies and run out into the freezing cold without proper clothing? It made no sense. About a mile away, under a large cedar tree, the first 2 bodies were found. Yuri Krivonoshenko and Yuri Doroshenko. They were dressed only in their underwear, lying next to the remains of a small fire. The branches on the cedar tree above them were broken up to 5 meters high, suggesting someone had frantically tried to climb it, perhaps to get a better view or to escape from something. A little further up the slope, between the cedar tree and the camp, 3 more bodies were discovered: Igor Dyatlov, Zina Komogorova, and Rustim Slobodin. Their positions suggested they were trying to crawl back to the tent. They were better dressed than the first 2, but still inadequately for the extreme cold. The official cause of death for these first 5 hikers was hypothermia. It seemed like a tragic, yet straightforward, accident. But the story was far from over. It took more than 2 months for the remaining 4 hikers to be found. They were discovered in a ravine, buried under 4 meters of snow, not far from the cedar tree. And this is where the mystery deepens into something far more sinister. These Nicholas Dubobrynyov, Alexander Zolotaryov, and Semyon Zolotaryov had suffered horrific internal injuries. Dubobrynyov had a major skull fracture. Dubinina and Semyon Zolotaryov had multiple severe chest fractures, similar to injuries caused by a high-speed car crash. Yet, strangely, there were no external signs of trauma, no soft tissue damage. It was as if they had been crushed by an immense, yet invisible, force. To make things even more disturbing, Ludmila Dubinina was missing her tongue, eyes, and part of her lips. The investigators were stumped. How could these hikers sustain such catastrophic injuries without any external wounds? And what happened to Dubinina's missing TCOs? The official verdict was that the hikers died from a compelling natural force. An incredibly vague conclusion for such a specific and horrifying set of circumstances. The case was abruptly closed, and the files were classified, only adding to the mystery and fueling countless theories. So, what happened on that frozen mountainside? Let's explore some of the most popular theories. First, the avalanche theory. This is the most widely accepted scientific explanation. The idea is that a slab avalanche, a specific type of snow slide, struck the tent. It wouldn't have buried them completely, but the weight and impact of the snow could have caused the severe internal injuries and created a panic. The noise and pressure might have made them think they were being buried alive, causing them to slash their way out of the tent and flee. Once outside, disoriented and in the dark, they would have become separated. The internal injuries would have incapacitated some, while others succumbed to hypothermia. As for the missing tongue, proponents of this theory suggest it was likely scavenging animals or natural decomposition in the wet environment of the ravine where the body was found. In 2021, Swiss researchers even created a computer model that seemed to support the possibility of a delayed slab avalanche. It's a logical explanation, but some people feel it doesn't quite account for all the bizarre details. Then, we enter the realm of the more exotic. One persistent theory involves a secret Soviet weapons test. The area was known to be used for military exercises. Could the hikers have accidentally stumbled upon something they weren't supposed to see? Some accounts mention strange orange spheres or lights seen in the sky around that time. This theory suggests that a concussive blast from a weapon could have caused the internal injuries without leaving external marks. It could also explain why the authorities might have wanted to cover up the incident and classify the files. Some of the hikers' clothing was also found to be slightly radioactive, which adds fuel to this fire, though it could also be explained by other, more mundane sources. Another popular theory is the paradoxical undressing phenomena. When someone is suffering from severe hypothermia, they can become confused and feel intensely hot, causing them to remove their clothes. This could explain why some of the hikers were found partially dressed. But it doesn't explain the initial panic, the sliced tent, or the brutal internal injuries. And of course, no great mystery is complete without a paranormal or cryptozoological angle. Some have suggested the hikers were attacked by a yeti or the local Mansi people, who might have been angered by the hikers trespassing on their sacred lands. However, the investigation found no evidence of other people being involved. The footprints were only from the hikers themselves. The yeti idea, while exciting, lacks any physical evidence. There are even theories involving infrasound low-frequency sound that can induce feelings of panic, dread, and confusion. A specific wind pattern around the mountain, known as a Kahaman-Vortex Street, could have generated infrasound, causing the hikers to flee their tent in irrational terror. Once outside, they would have succumbed to the elements and the injuries they sustained. For over 60 years, the Dyatlov Pass incident has been a source of fascination and frustration. It's a puzzle with too many pieces that don't seem to fit. Each theory seems to explain some aspects of the mystery but leaves other questions unanswered. Why did they leave the tent? What caused the crushing injuries? Why were some of their clothes radioactive? And what happened to Ludmila Dubinina's tongue? In 2019, the Russian authorities reopened the case, hoping that modern forensic technology could finally provide some definitive answers. Their official conclusion largely supported the avalanche theory. But for many, this explanation still feels incomplete. It feels too simple for a story with so many strange and terrifying details. The Dyatlov Pass incident is more than just a cold case. It's a chilling reminder of the power of nature and the unknown. It's a human story about 9 vibrant young people who went on an adventure and never came home. Their final hours are a blank slate onto which we project our greatest fears, the fear of the unknown, of unseen forces, of losing control, and of the vast, indifferent wilderness. What do you think happened on Dead Mountain? Was it a freak natural event, a military cover-up, or something else entirely? Let me know your theories in the comments below. This is one of those mysteries where your guess is as good as anyone's. Thanks for joining me on this journey into the heart of one of history's most chilling enigmas. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and ring the bell so you don't miss our next deep dive into the unexplained. Stay curious and stay safe out there.
In the quiet of the night, when the cold winds blow, there's a truth in the dark where the secrets go. Every whisper, every crime, unraveled one clue at a time. What's hiding in the quiet of the night when the cold winds blow? There's a truth in the dark where the secrets go. Every whisper, every crime, unraveled one clue at a time. What's hiding in the past? What's lurking down below? Only the shadows know. In the quiet of the night, when the cold winds blow, There's a truth in the dark where the secrets go. Every whisper, every crime unraveled, one clue at a time. What's hiding in the past? What's lurking down below? Only